Hello, friends. Today I'm going to talk about what factors you need to look into before considering studying in UK. Now, I just want to make one thing clear here that I'm not a consultant from any overseas study group, or I'm not gonna ask you for ring me or email me your details if you're thinking of studying in UK. I'm just doing this video because I have studied in UK and I've gained some experience, and I've got this information for one of my friend because he's trying to get enrolled in the university, and he tries questioning me on my phone. So I just thought this would be a good idea to create a full video, and then it will help every other person who is looking for the same kind of information, right? So let's get started. So the first thing I would like to share is the map of United Kingdom. Now you must be thinking that United Kingdom is one single country. Well, it's not. It's divided into four parts. As you can see here, this is Northern Ireland, Scotland, and this part here is England, and this is Wales. This is the four major countries in United Kingdom, right? Now, what points I'm going to cover in this presentation? Well, I'll be covering key facts about UK, reasons to study in UK, very importantly, part-time work entitlements, because a lot of students are looking for part-time work so that they can fulfill their living cost at some level. Standardized exams. What are the exams you have to go through before going for a university enrollment? Time schedules for intakes, total cost and source of finance, entry requirements for undergraduates and postgraduate courses, and some of the top universities in UK. Okay, let's get started. So some of the facts about United Kingdom is London is the capital of United Kingdom and England, I should say. The popular cities are London, Manchester, Sheffield, Cardiff, Birmingham, Edinburgh, Newcastle, Glasgow, etc. Travel time from India to the United Kingdom is approx 9 or 30 minutes. I mean, it varies, like which part of India you're flying from, plus which way you're flying from. I mean, when usually I fly from London to India via Delhi, sorry, London to India to Delhi or Mumbai, it takes me around 10 hours. But when I travel back from Delhi or Mumbai to London, it takes me around 8 or 50 minutes, something like that. The currency is pound sterling. You might have already heard about it so many times. Right. So, why you should study in UK? Well, UK is one of the most diversified countries. A lot of immigrants came into UK and settled down, and they added value to the community. UK has the vast experience of hundreds of years of education. Uh, one of, I mean, I guess top six universities in the world are in UK. Um, the amount of money you're gonna invest into your education, you're gonna get good value out of it, for sure. I got good value out of my graduation and post graduation, so I'm kind of sure that if you choose your university wisely and the course which you really like to do, it will be really beneficial. um, there are many other benefits, like the courses are shorter and intensive compared to other countries where you have to study for 5 years and then you will be studying the same kind of skill set. Excellent and world class academics and education facilities. And I guess we got one more than 150 universities to choose from. And there's lots of subject which you can choose from, starting from simple bachelors of science to forensic bachelors, right? So one of my friends, he did a forensic research degree in Newcastle University. So I was amazed to know that UK is one of the countries where you can actually study forensics, right? All right. Um, other factors are it's affordable. It's quite comparatively quite less expensive than other countries like Australia, USA, Germany. Uh, it's quite popular between South Asian countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Um, Not just because we have lots of people here from these countries settled down and bringing more culture here, but also because it's not way away from our country, from India, because it's 12 or 10 hours away, and then the time difference is 5 hours, so you can talk to your family, keep in touch with your friends, and then they don't feel like you're living in a different world because it's just 5.5 or 5 hours away. But if you live in USA or Australia, I guess it's more. I haven't lived there, so I don't know, but people whom I know who live in these countries, they always complain about we have lost touch with our friends and family just because of the time difference. Now, you can also work 10 hours per week as part time during your studies and diploma courses, and you can actually work full time during your holidays, which is 40 hours per week. Um, there are many scholarships available for you, and many discounts facilities also available. So that's why it's quite good destination to go forward for. Um, it does has world class qualification, large areas of specialization, flexible programs, with programs with paid internship, and they keep updating it annual basis, right? Okay, so now let's move to the duration. The biggest advantage of UK education in comparison to other educational destinations worldwide is UK provides shorter duration programs. So for undergraduates, it's 3 years and 4 years in Scotland. But for post graduation, you can do it in 1 year. I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, imagine you're studying in a IIM in India for your MBA, or you're doing a Master of Science in USA. The minimum tenure you have to go through is 18 months to 2 years. But in UK, you can actually finish it within a year. That is amazing. That reduces the overall investment, that reduces the overall pressure on the students, and gives a good amount of scope and intensive spectrum of understanding. Now let's have a look to the part-time work entitlement. I mean, a lot of my friends who want to come from different countries like Poland, France, India, Brazil. They always ask me about what are the part-time work entitlements. I mean, if you are in one of the universities with tier 4 license and you're doing a postgraduate course, you can actually work for 20 hours during study time and full time during holidays. Similar for undergraduate students, and I guess 10 hours for undergraduate degree level diplomas. And if you have any dependents, like if you're married and you're bringing your husband overseas, or your spouse or your wife, whosoever you wanna, it's you're allowed for course more than 12 months with the NQF level 7. You cannot you cannot access publicly available funds for any kind of higher education or your personal benefits. Or if you are in a private funded college of further higher education, which are highly trusted, you cannot work part time. Yeah, so it's only applicable for tier 4 licenses, right? Which is majorly most of the international students come under. All right, let's move on to international English language test system. So you need to get this exam cleared. These This exam is divided into four parts: listening, reading, writing, speaking. In the listening, you have four sections of 40 items, 30 minutes. In reading, you have three sections of 40 items, 60 minutes. In writing, you have to do two tasks, 150 and 250 words. You get 60 minutes for that. And in speaking, you get 11 to 14 minutes. In IELTS test, you get the band on the scale of 9. Okay. Now, what are the requirements for UK universities in terms of English? In general, the English language requirement as per UK PI and CFR is minimum 5.5 and overall with 5.5 in each section. Although UK VI requirement is 5.5, but most of the universities require more. Let's say, for an example, if you have a 6.0 or 6.5 overall with minimum 5.5 in each section, I guess it would be difficult for you to get into good universities. There are some waivers available for IELTS in most of the university if the student has secured more than 70% marks in 12th English language, which is for undergraduate students. There are two intakes in UK university. One is September, and the other one was January. However, some universities take some intakes in March, April, and November. I strongly suggest that you start in January because that's after the Christmas, where the cold winter is on the peak, so you get to enjoy that, and then you get to see the whole summer, and then by the September you will be able to start looking for jobs in different multinational companies, and then that will give you more time because you will have some holidays in between, right? But you can choose for September batch also. That's not a bad deal. It's a good intake in September too, although it just you have really less time when you finish your post graduation course after September, and I guess you get a couple of months more visa for in terms of if you want to extend the course for a few months because of any reason. But I strongly suggest that you take January. Now let's have a look in terms of total cost per annum incur to you as a student. I personally did this costing in rupees, which might be relative to other countries, but it's majorly for India. So I guess for IELTS exam coaching, you invest around 5,050 rupees average in India, maybe less, maybe more, don't know. But that's what I invested. The exam fee is around 11,800 for UK VI IELTS and 18,600. Uh, I guess if you're doing a master's degree or undergraduate degree, the average cost would be £11,000, and the living cost is around £6,000, £6,000 to £7,000. If you get sponsorship from the university, then the visa fees goes to 27,800 rupees. Obviously, there's a new rule added into the visa process, which is the NHS health surcharge, which is for £150 per year plus 75, so it will be around 23,600 approximately. I mean, these are all approximate figures, but close by, right? So that comes total to 17 lakh 68,000 in Indian rupees, and 176,000 sorry 1,768,000 Indian rupees in different units. Sorry, not units, the different number system. Less part-time earnings, I guess. I don't know. I mean, some people make a lot of money, some people don't make that much money, some people doesn't want to. But if you do part-time work, if you're lucky enough, or you are skilled enough to get part-time work straight from when you join the university, and assuming that you work full-time on your holidays, that's the amount you can make, which reduce the whole overall cost to 12 lakh 18,000 rupees. And if you get some assistance and scholarship, that will be an add up. Obviously off campus 20 hours you can work only, and during vacation 40 hours. So basically you're looking to invest around 12 to 15 lakhs in a year as a total cost for you in terms of getting a degree in UK. Let's have a look about the entry criteria for a master's program. For high ranked universities, student needs around 60 to 70% marks in graduation, and I would strongly suggest that it will not be sufficient. You might need a good number of years of experience also if you're looking for postgraduate course. That is an add-on. Now, for middle ranked university, you might need around 55 to 65% in your graduation, plus experience, again add on. And very few university also accept students having 50% and above in graduation. Students who do not meet academic criteria can apply for masters through various pathways by applying pre-master leading to master's course, but I strongly suggest there's no value in investing around a year of pre leading to master. I don't think so that you're academically strong enough to go and study in UK if you don't have these kind of qualification. But again, if you want to try, there's nothing bad to do that. Obviously you need the IELTS exam score. um, and if you're talking about undergraduate programs, you need around 70 to 80% marks in your 12th. If you looking for middle ranked university, around 60 to 70%. And if you're looking for very low ranked university, then 50 to 55%. Again, there are some foundation course for undergraduate students here, and IELTS is required. Okay, so let's have a look. What are the top UK universities according to 2018 chart of Hall of Fame? So we got Oxford, Cambridge, Imperial College of London, University College of London, UCL, London School of Economics, one of my favorite. Babasaheb Ambedkar has studied in this college. University of Edinburgh, King's College London, University of Manchester, Bristol, Glasgow, Warwick, and Durham University. One of the interesting fact of Durham University is most of the politicians in UK Parliament comes from Durham University. Um, Sheffield, Queensmary, Southampton, Exeter, York, Leeds, Birmingham, St Andrews, Nottingham, Sussex University, and Lancaster University, and Leicester, Cardiff, and Newcastle University. So you could go for Cardiff and Newcastle. There's nothing bad in going for them. They are really good, but I strongly suggest to go for the top 10 if you are really a top scorer in your undergraduates or graduates, and or 12th. And you can go for any of these if you are mid above or average student. That's how it's gonna be fitting in for your uh, for the studies. So guys, if you have any other questions related to studying in UK, related to cost, maybe related to part-time work entitlement, just give me a comment, and then I'll try to answer them as a friend. So I don't need any favors from you, and I'm not doing any favor to anybody, but this video might be able to help you for any reasons, I don't know. So give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and I'll wait for your comments. Thank you. Have fun. Bye bye.